We have with us this morning via phone patch the representative of Santa Rosa, Laguna and co-chairman of Quadcom, Congressman Dan Fernandez. Good morning, Congressman Dan.
Hi, good morning, Karen, and to all your televiewers.
Thank you for your time today. Congressman
Yeah,
Dan,
sure.
can you tell us about the ethics complaint filed by Attorney Ferdinand Topacio against you?
Well, actually, I'm still waiting for the the copy of the complaint, and I'll be going to the office siguro by Monday, and I'll try to see what is the content. Pero alam mo ano yan Karen, it's more of a distraction Hindi-distract lang naman tayo yan si what's the name of that guy? Attorney Topacio, no? At nakita natin because lest we forget, that the very essence of the hearing and the investigation that we conducted in the Congress, precisely because of the order of the President to stop the POGO. At nakita natin yung mga violation, nakita rin natin yung mga tortures that were infiltrated or were perpetrated by those personalities na mga hindi naman po taga Pilipinas. And we have seen the so much abuse, and especially the connivance of the Filipinos. Yung kanyang kliyente, it was been proven na siya yung beneficial owner ng Lucky South 99 at the same time sila yung nagpunta sa PAGCOR, and it was all established doon sa ating pong investigation. And ito, dinadivert lang na nila yung issue against us. And if ever na meron namang ganito na nandito na sa Ethics Committee, di sige go, makita natin kung anong mangyayari dyan sa final niya. And I saw him also na sinasabi niya he's giving benefit of the doubt dito sa ating mga members, pero he doubted kung mapupursue yung case against me. Pero of course, ang ating mga members ng Congress, especially yung Committee on Ethics, they have their own minds, and at the same time they will be deciding on the issue. But makikita naman natin yung investigation. And if we, ako, may binilabag ako doon sa aming rules, so be it. Pero alam mo, nakikita ko Karen, yung ginagawa ni Atty. Topacio is talagang nagpapapansin lang yan. Pero ako, nakikita ko, kung ako ang tatanungin mo, mas pag-usapan natin kung ano ang ginawang violation ng POGO. Even the many Chinese, according sa Bureau of Immigration na nakapasok sa bansang Pilipinas almost 200,000 pagdating po dyan sa POGO.
And Congressman Dan, I understand you haven't received a copy of the complaint, but based on what I've read as to what's available dun sa complaint and publicly, it seems that Attorney Topacio is asking for you to be expelled from Congress for conduct unbecoming of a congressman. For one of the grounds stated there is that you were denying Cassie Leong of her right to counsel. So, meron po bang nag-trigger na incident recently that led to the filing of this complaint? Because the Quadcom hearings have been ongoing since last year. So, meron po bang recently na nung nag-resume ng Quadcom hearing last week or this week na nag-trigger nitong complaint na to?
Well, actually, nag-trigger yung complaint na yan kung if you're going to try to rewind yung mga situation that happened during that investigation. Si Cassie Ong was trying to invoke her right to remain silent. Yun naman po ay naka-enshrine sa ating Constitution. But unfortunately, there were questions na talagang hindi naman related na may incriminate niya yung sarili niya. Like for example, tatanungin mo saan ka nag-aaral, kung saan ka umuwi, ikaw bang may-ari nitong company na to. Those are the questions that being advised na wag sagutin ng abogado ni Cassandra Leong. Siguro dito ang pinaghuhugutan ni Attorney Topacio. Those were the reasons na we believed push him to file cases or yung expulsion against me. Pero ang nakikita ko diyan ay yung talagang dinidistra kami sa trabaho namin dito sa Kongreso. Pero nevertheless, karapatan naman po niya yan na tayo po ay pailan niya ng ganyang klase ng case. But of course, yan naman po ay didinggin natin dito sa Kongreso. Pero I really doubt it, kasi nga yung timing ng kanyang pagpa-file I suppose dapat alam naman niya, abogado siya, di dapat final na niya noong pa man yan, last year. Kasi ngayon, 1 week na lang tayo, mag-a-adjourn
Yeah.
na ang
That was
Kongreso.
going to be my question also, Congressman Dan. May time pa ba ang
Oo.
Ethics Committee to even go over this and hear this? And even the expulsion, you have a week left, so I don't know if that even makes sense.
Exactly. Karen, they have to verify it. O pupunta yan sa COMSEC. O pagkatapos ng COMSEC, i-refer yan. May mga 3-day ruling yan. Sa Monday, 3 days na lang tayo hanggang Wednesday. Kaya kitang-kita mo yung intention. Wala naman siyang intention na talagang may pasok yan dito sa Committee on Ethics. But ang intention is to really distract us. And we will not be distracted because we know that what we did in that investigation was really to stop the POGO. Ang pinag-uusapan dito, if you remember, last July, it was delivered by the President. I-stop natin ang POGO. Anong ginawa namin? Nag-hearing kami. And then when we started the hearing on December, di ba, nag-ano tayo, yung ating amendment tungkol sa ating POGO law, para na sa ganon, yung pong order ng Presidente ma-implement natin. And now we are implementing. And now we are going after yung mga illegal na mga POGO dito sa buong Pilipinas. These are the issue that we have to talk about. Yung mga naapektuhan. Ang dami mga naapektuhan na tao because of this. Maraming mga pamilya ang namatayan at tinorture ng mga POGO na ito. And even yung mga pera na itinakbo nila ng mga Chinese at nilabas sa ating bansa, hindi natin pinag-uusapan. Ano pinag-uusapan natin? Na pinagbabawalan namin that the rights of Cassandra Ong was violated. What violation? Tignan niyo sa hearing namin, may live doon. Pwede naman natin panoodin muli yun sa YouTube. Ang problema dito kay Attorney Topacio, no? Mahilig siya sa mga ganitong klase ng eksena. At tulad na lang nito, Karen, tatawagin niya ako ng Attorney Google because I try to tell the body during that time that kapag nagtumitingin tayo sa mga ibang decisions na right away nandoon kami sa committee, titingnan mo na lang sa Google para makita mo kung what was the decision of this certain issue. Yun yung talagang reason ko kaya ako nag-Google, and everybody is doing that naman. But of course, inaano niya, yung narrative niya na gusto na lahat na lang ng inaaral ko ay nanggagaling sa Google. Di ba? Minamalay niya yung yung personalidad ko. Kung tawagin ko siyang Attorney Pandak, matutuwa ba siya? Yung mga ganong klase ng mga pronouncement dapat iniiwasan niyo. Pumunta tayo, let's stick to the issue. Why was that investigation happen? Because of the POGO, because of the pronouncement of the President.
And so, Congressman Dan, to go back to the issue of POGOs, with respect to Cassandra Leong, have there been any cases that Congress has recommended to be filed against her?
Yes, isa lahat. Ang dami na namin na-recommend sa DOJ. And this is now the responsibility of DOJ. Now, kung sasabihin niya, wala naman nangyari sa mga kaso na iniimbestigahan namin. Meron. POGO nga di ba? Hindi na nga natuloy. And there's 18 bills that we filed in Congress. Para na sa ganun, maiwasan na yung mga ganitong klase ng mga incident na nakikita natin na proliferation of the different. Pumunta ka sa Pasay, panay Chinese restaurants doon, hindi mo na mababasa yung pangalang Pilipino. Pumunta ka sa Pampanga, ganun din. Pupunta ka sa ibang lugar. We are being infiltrated
Yes,
by
and
these Chinese
Congressman
people,
Dan,
di ba?
with respect specifically to Cassandra Leong, because of her age, but also becoming the majority shareholder of the POGOs, of the specific POGO you investigated in Pampanga, meron po bang anti-dummy law case that was filed against her? Because that seems to be a low-hanging fruit that can be easily prosecuted and proven.
Yes. Well, the proper venue to answer that question is the proper agency is the DOJ. Kasi kami, we recommend everything, yung pati yan sa anti-dummy na yan. But of course, alam naman natin that nakita naman natin sa GIS nila, sa SEC, nakalagay naman doon siyang beneficial owner 58% sa kanya. Di ba? At her age, having owned that huge amount of money and properties, syempre mag-iisip ka. Di ba? Kaya, alam mo, nililigaw tayo ng issue ito.
And pero wala po kayong balita from DOJ as to whether, for example, an anti-dummy law case has been filed against Ms. Cassandra?
Ang alam ko yung sa anti-human trafficking, hindi ko alam sa anti-dummy. I'm pretty sure meron. At alam ko na ang DOJ naghahanda ng maraming kaso against them, no? At yun na nga, I think si Cassandra kasi because we have partially terminated the hearing of the Pogo, nagdesisyon kami na i-release na siya sa correctional. And now hindi ko na alam yung situation because that issue is now under the jurisdiction of the DOJ. Alam mo, nagawa na namin yung responsibilidad namin. Nakagawa na po kami ng mga bills that we filed. Now, what we are expecting is since na matatapos na rin po itong 19th Congress, in the next 20th Congress, doon na po natin talaga kailangan ma-implement at maging batas yung mga ipinail po namin.
And Congressman Dan, what can we expect po? You are not running for re-election as congressman. We had Congressman Ace Barbers here live at the BNC studio last week, but he's also not running for re-election. Can we expect the Quadcom hearings to continue in the 20th Congress after the 2025 elections?
Well, like me, I'm not running for congressman anymore, but I still have one term. But I decided to run for governor, and my son will be running for congressman. Even if it is not us, no, there are some people or some congressmen who will fill in the gaps, no. Kasi alam mo, ano na naman bukas na isipan ng ating mga kongreso eh. Alam na nila yung mga ganitong klase ng mga abuso eh, no. And they know the real intent and purpose ng pagtatayo ng Pogo dito. 'Di ba, to proliferate yung mga illegal activities ng ating po mga foreigners and using the different agencies, conniving with them, and even yung mga Filipinos like yun na nga yung ating mga inimbestigahan that they are conniving with the foreigners in order to perpetrate yung kanilang mga abusive character, no, dito sa ating pong mga mamamayan. Kasi alam mo, vulnerable ng mga Pilipinos masyadong ang Pilipino kasi madaling madaling kumbinsin at lokohin at madaling i-bribe eh. Yun ang problem ng Pilipinas. We have to have a stronger law, and the implementation must be mas lalong patibayin ng ating mga ahensya.
So you're looking at that po as yung mga possible na revisions sa mga existing laws and in the bills that were filed by the Quadcom?
Well, like for example, no, yung implementation, di ba, kung wala kaming oversight power, paano mo ma-remind at ma-reprimand yung ating mga agencies? Like for example, dito sa i-hear namin sa Tuesday, dito sa tinatawag natin pong TRICOM that was delegated or referred to my committee. May nakita ako dun sa dun sa batas eh. Yung sa cybercrime, yung 10175, nakita na natin eh sa section 25 and 26 yung hindi pag-i-implement nung tinatawag nating Cybercrime Investigation Coordinating Center na naka-enshrine doon. Nag-briefing kami, nalaman po namin na hindi pa rin nagko-convene since 2012. And how can you apprehend and how can you monitor yung mga abuses that being committed for the content-related offenses, which is also under section 2 of section 4 chapter 2 of the 10175. Those are the things that ginagawa namin. We are trying to conduct an investigation in aid of legislation, and the oversight power that was mandated to us must be clearly established by having investigation.
Yes.
Ang problem, may mga distraction katulad nito na ginagawa ng mga yan upang sa ganon, huwag mapokus ang isipan namin sa mga bagay na mas nakakapakinabangan ng ating mga kababayan.
And Congressman Dan, what is your position for future Quadcom hearings? Will you be allowing, not you per se, but Quadcom, will they be allowing counsel for the resource speakers?
Well, ako, I think, yung ginagawa ng Quadcom is good, no? Kasi nga, nakikita natin na nasasabi nila yung mga katotohanan that will be a part of the totality of the intent of the investigation. But, of course, saturated na ba, natapos na po namin yung aming pong nilalayon doon po sa ginagawa namin investigation? Ako personally, yes. But there are those that are not yet having the completion of the totality of investigation in order to have an aid to our legislation. But ako yun eh. Pero ito na nga, natatapos na tayo, napapasok na tayo sa pagtatapos ng 19th Congress. So, do we have to continue the Quadcom? Of course, yes. we have to dwell to other issues, not only on POGO, EJK, or the drugs-related cases. So, marami pa po yung papasok hanggang hindi po natin na-implement ng tama ang mga batas natin. And nakakulangan ang ating mga batas, hindi po tayo dapat tumigil sa investigasyon.
And I suppose, Congressman Dan, this goes back kasi dun sa ethics complaint against you where it is mentioned there that you were denying Cassandra Leong her right to counsel. But in your experience po ba, do you find that having legal counsel for the resource speakers impedes the ability for the Quadcom or Congress investigations to get the answers from the resource speakers?
Hindi na. Kasi the role of the council is only to advise kung ano yung kung nag-violate naman yung kanyang karapatan under the Constitution, especially yung the right to remain silent. Pero alam mo, hindi naman absolute yun eh. Sinabi na naman ng Supreme Court eh. Iba kasi yung category ng in aid of legislation and yung prosecution doon sa mga korte. Maliwanag na sinabi yun. I just nakalimutan lang ko lang kung anong GR number yun. But it was also manifested by I think Chairman Acop na sinasabi niya na meron na pong jurisprudence about that right. That's the reason why ginagamit po namin yon. And especially to the questions na hindi naman violate ng kanyang karapatan. Pwede mo sagutin yun. And even Senator Miriam Santiago have said, di ba, nung sa mga hearing niya, na hindi naman lahat ng itatanong hindi mo pwedeng sagutin at kailangan mo mag-remain silent ka. Di ba, i-invoke mo lagi yun. Eh di ba, nakakabastos na yon sa mga congressman. And that's the reason why sinabi namin yun during the time na iniimbestigahan namin si Cassandra Ong. Kaya siguro, dun napikon yan si Attorney Topacio.
Thank you so much, Congressman Dan Fernandez. We wish you good luck in the last few days of the 19th Congress as you wrap up the Quadcom.
Thank you, Karen. Mabuhay ka.
And good luck also po in the 2025 elections.
Yeah, salamat po.